Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Elin. Elin is the Dutch and Scandinavian equivalent of Helen, but is also used among the Welsh. The Greek Hēlēnē, epsilon lambda epsilon nu eta, has debatable etymologies. The name either comes from the Greek helios, which is the word for sun, to indicate a sunbeam or ray of light specifically. In a similar vein, the Greek word epsilon lambda epsilon nu eta means fire torch, referring to the rare appearance of St. Elmo's fire off the mast of a ship. Lastly, the name could simply come from the Greek word for Greek, Helen, as in Hellenistic culture, but this is not widely held. The first suggested meaning is probably the most accurate, especially when you consider the Greek mythological beauty Helen. Helen is a name made most famous by Homer's Iliad, written around the 8th century BC. She was the beautiful Spartan queen whose abduction by Paris set in motion the mythological Trojan War. She is known as the woman whose face launched 1,000 ships and therefore came to symbolize womanly perfection in Western culture. Incidentally, it wasn't this classical Greek beauty, but rather a 3rd/4th century saint, Helena of Constantinople, who served to popularize and spread the name among early Christians in medieval times. Saint Helena was the beloved mother of Roman Emperor Constantine I, 272–337, who had the distinction of being the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity, effectively switching the Roman Empire from a pagan one to a Christian one. According to popular legend, Helena is also credited with finding the true cross, relics of the cross on which Christ was crucified, buried at a dig site she orchestrated in Jerusalem. She is thus the patron saint of new discoveries. Today, however, most people prefer Helen's association with the beautiful Greek queen whose face launched 1,000 ships, but she also had the name that practically launched 1,000 variations: Helen, Ellen, Eleanor, Elaine, English, Helena, Portuguese, Elena, Italian, Lena, Ella, Ellen, Dutch, Scandinavian, Helene, French, Elena, Ileana, Spanish, Aileen/Eileen, Scottish, Elaine, Ellen, Welsh, Eleanor, Provençal. Ellen is a top 20 most favorite girl's name in Sweden and a top 25 in the Netherlands. It is also highly common in Iceland, the Faroe Islands, Liechtenstein, and Switzerland. Personality of the girl name Ellen. The master number 22 combines the traits of 2s and 4s into a powerful force. The references to the master builder and large undertakings serve to underscore the massive potential of this personality. They are extremely capable and therefore almost always successful. 22s are courageous leaders, innovative thinkers, extremely wise, and highly organized. As such, they are able to manifest something of major importance that will have a lasting impact on this world. Master numbers carry with them a great sense of responsibility, so it can be a burden. However, 22s are executors and action takers. Further, this personality exhibits traits of the 2s, which bring sensitivity, spirituality, and harmony, so their endeavors are likely to benefit mankind in some capacity. Popularity of the girl name Ellen. Ellen only first debuted on the American female naming charts in 2010. No coincidence, Ellen's sudden usage as a name in the United States immediately followed the December 2009 high-profile media story surrounding PGA superstar golfer Tiger Woods' many extramarital affairs. At the center of this media storm was Woods' beautiful Swedish wife Elin Nordegren, who pretty much removed herself and her 2 children from the melee in the most dignified of manners. Still, there was nothing she could do about her name being pasted all over the newspapers and across the airwaves of America. One result? Future American parents apparently found her Scandinavian name rather charming, and it came into circulation for the first time ever. Ellen only has a couple years under her belt in the US. So we'll have to wait and see if this one is just a pop culture fleeting fad. It's certainly a mainstream name among Nordic countries and elsewhere in Europe, but by American standards is slightly exotic. Quick facts on Ellen. Gender, girl. Origin, Dutch. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, 815. Pronunciation, Elin. Simple meaning, ray of light, sunbeam, Helen. Characteristics of Elin. The master builder, competence, large undertakings, leader, organization, discipline. Cultural references to the baby name Elin. Famous people named Elin. Elin Lanto, Swedish singer, Ellen Kallio, Finnish gymnast, Ellen Wan specified currency Swedish writer/feminist, Ellen, 11th century queen consort of Sweden, wife of King Inga the Elder, Ellen Nordegren, Swedish model and former wife of Tiger Woods, Ellen Holmlöv, Swedish hockey player, Ellen Jones, Welsh politician, Ellen I horse non-specified currency s. Purported early 17th century Swedish witch executed for sorcery.